I remember now that you're a big fan of quantifiable um, approaches, just overall. So in that vein, how are you measuring? I mean, this is kind of broad term, but measuring the success of any single person, whether individual or a collective or a team. How do you sort of go about saying measuring efficiency, measuring success, effectiveness across the board?
Yeah. So in our world, we have kind of things that are on repeat that are kind of predictable, measurable in the sense that its amount of hours should make this particular widget or all that kind of stuff, or this particular service should take this many hours. That's our world. But there are some variances where there's some customization aspect to that. And so what ends up happening is at some point in the process, someone is accountable because we have run economics on the profit capability of that particular sale or opportunity. So here's what I mean by that. So if we're manufacturing a machine, we've sold it to a customer for a certain price. Everybody knows that includes your raw materials, but then it includes all the other things that are aspect to that are costs of labor. And most people run cost of labor in these small businesses in the OpEx side of the P&L. Well, then you can't actually measure the success of that.
Hmm.
But if I said, okay, we move this up in the profit and loss statement, literally in the QuickBooks account or what have you, and we say, okay, at this percentage, I can be profitable on the net profit side by running this kind of the process. What decisions would you make differently? And so we're quantifying, hey, this person is an asset. They're paid this much per hour. We should be able to get this much utilization from them. And we give them a little bit of feedback loop to be able to tell us, hey, we're not working or we're over capacity wise. So the way that we do that is we've got a system that says, here's your schedule for the week. Every single day, you get to feedback that and say, hey, this is what was accomplished or not. And if they get assigned something different from the supervisor, they get a little bit of an out. Hopefully, that's only happening 10% of the time or less, where they're getting a slight adjustment where they can say, hey, this is not actually what I worked on today. So as a result, my measurable for the week was different. And you can know that.